Okay. Hello everybody. How are you doing today? Hello. Welcome to another joyous occasion, another wonderful day for making art, for drawing, for doing all sorts of fun studies and learning. I love learning, so we'll be learning. Thank you for joining me today. Sorry for any delay. I had some life. Also, I've been very excited for this because hair is one of these things where, man, I have a lot of good references that we're gonna study from, both like drawn references, and I have photos in here somewhere. I have a lot of tabs, but we're gonna kind of go through a lot of it because I really like seeing people's solution for hair, because really at its core it's like you know, just ribbony chunks really. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. I got some actual photos of people in here somewhere, but a lot of great drawings. But the first thing we're going to do, so we're just going to jump into it, honestly. We're just gonna hop right in. I'll find the other references elsewhere, or in a moment. We're just gonna start with, no wait, other way around. There we go. We're just gonna start with maybe a little review. So last time we were doing figure drawing. We were just doing figure drawing. It was really just some figures. And then I was like, oh, now that we've figured out, no pun intended, now that we've kind of found some great methods for connecting the eyes to the gesture, you know, now it's easier to just like draw from imagination. So last time we were kind of exploring a method of we're exploring this like idea. I don't know if I'd call it a method, but this idea of like taking a gesture line from the armpit and connecting it to the eye line. So instead of like just connecting like the kind of like line of action, you know, we can also connect the eye line to the side of the rib cage, and that will kind of give us some like extra stretching. So whatever arm is pulled down, we can maybe kind of imagine that there's like a gesture flowing from there. And it was a pretty neat kind of a method, because it like it kind of allows us to really explore the direction the face is being like kind of, I wouldn't say pulled, but like moved towards. Hello, Mossy Green. I hope you're having a great day. We are gonna study hair today, so that is a thing that I wouldn't say like struggle's the wrong word. It'd be a struggle if I like tried harder. So I can fudge it. That's the thing. Like when you draw like cartoons, like, you know, I'm like over here drawing like Dee Dee. It's like I don't need to draw hair. I'm okay. But like I get into anything other than Dee Dee, and then I'm like in tricky territory. I start drawing anime characters and it's like, oh no. Like, you know, I draw like I'm so spoiled with cartoons, man. And they're like just hair and proportions that just don't need anatomy for the most part. You know, it's like, what do I need from him? I just need a square face. I don't have to like think about hair, what he's got, like 3 spikes. And then we get into drawing like an actual... Oh gosh, if I tried to draw... Who's got complicated hair? Like... Oh, what's his face from Witch Hat? If I try and draw Quiffrey from Witch Hat... Oh my god. The Witch Hat anime is coming out, I think, like next month? So I'm going to have a lot of fan art to post for that because I love Witch Hat Atelier. Like, oh my god. If any of you know Witch Hat Atelier, like, or don't, if you don't, read it. Oh my god. Now he's got like some complicated hair. I have broken it down and studied it because I have a little animation that I need to finish of all of the characters. But like, it's a lot of shapes and like, oh my god, Shirahama, like she's just like MVP. That lady is like just amazing. She really knows how to like do stuff. The one thing I like about Quiffrey is he's just got one eye, so he's you never have to match the eye on the other side. It's sad in the story, but like also it's like great for drawing him. Spoiler alert. It's not really a spoiler. It's... I made him look a little more... I mean, he's mysterious, but he's pretty kindly. Maybe I should fix that eyebrow. So anyway, I just want to be a little more intelligent about my hair placement. Because I can certainly fudge it. But I don't know. I've lived too long to just fudge things anymore. We need to like actually figure stuff out. I don't think his hair's quite right. It's been a minute since I drew Quiffrey. I have the manga like next to me, but that's okay. Anyway, read Witch Hat Atelier if you have not, because it's amazing. Look at him. Anywho. Some eyelashes. They all get eyelashes. And then there's like Leon over here. Okay, I'm gonna skip this song. It's like a lot. I did see your emoji. Well, I was already like on a hair tear. Yeah, I know. It's like one of those like 6 degrees of separation sort of things. Like how quickly can we get to the person or the thing? But like for me, it's like 6 degrees of anime separation in my brain. Like how quickly can I start talking about anime and cartoons? I'll broaden the scope now to cartoons because it used to just be anime when I was a wee one. Now it's just anything that's not real. Hi Mocap, how are you doing today? So yeah, so we're gonna fix these sins. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's always a gamble when I start drawing and I haven't like built up my sensitivity. Although that's not true. I was drawing with coffee this morning. I'm just always drawing. I don't even think about it anymore. It's just like an obsessive habit at this point. Alright, cool. So, great. So yeah, DD, Professor Venomous, you know, most anime most cartoon characters, like we don't have to like think about their hair. Although, like, you know, you got maybe like, you got some sort of like hair with like maybe like Marceline or somebody. You know, she's got something that's a little bit more like, I wouldn't say realistic. Realistic is a stretch with Marceline. But there's just a little more going on. You know. Always gotta put the little bites on her. A little more like flowy, you know. So there's like a lot in between. There's like just hair that's just always a shape, and then hair that's like kind of in the middle, and then hair that's a lot more close to realistic hair. So we've got the whole gamut to run today. But it's all about gesture. We've been drawing a lot of gestures, so I feel confident that we'll discover some sort of hidden logic to drawing hair. Dun dun! Yeah. So that's what we're doing today. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw some heads that we're gonna put some hairs on, because that's gonna get us there. That's gonna get us like to the first step, and then we'll just kind of experiment from there. From that point on, we'll discover things. I feel like every time on stream I kind of do little studies and ramble until like we discover something new. And then I go off stream and I practice it. And then I find that like there's a lot of holes that I can poke into a lot of these things. So it's good, you know, we're just fortifying our approach. Here. So now we're gonna get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start by just drawing some heads. We're gonna draw some like different kinds of heads. We're gonna draw bald heads though. That's kind of gonna be the the thing. So we'll draw some girl. Gotta make sure the cranium is big enough. I mean, you know, unless we're going for like some shoujo style, like Sailor Moon, those characters have like 0 cranium. But they have very, well, not very, but they have like more realistic hair than, you know, Adventure Time. Well, it's more stylized. There's a lot of ways to stylize everything. Let's just say that. So this is just going to be like a generic person, I think. That's like slightly female leaning. But it can be anybody, really. There we go. Here they are. There's their ear. Perfect. Got head. Got one head to dress. Let's just like mix it up and make like a super shoujo face. So that one like shoujo heads like live that I did where, well, I guess it was the nose one. I talked about noses. Oh my god, that one was like tremendously helpful. Like the way that I kind of figured out how to draw shoujo eyes, like I use that all the time now. So like go and watch the end of that stream where I kind of cracked the code on shoujo eyes if you want that code cracked, because that actually helped me. Once I figured out all shoujo faces are Bambi, it's like it's changed my life. Honestly. Like they really are. All shoujo faces are literally Bambi. Like suck it, art teachers that are always like, ooh, anime's weird. It's like, it's based off Disney, guys. Not that weird. But like, it is seriously Bambi. Like, they're all Bambi. They're just all Bambi. Just their eyes are facing forward. Let's give her more sporkles. Give her very sporkly eyes. One thing about shoujo faces that's so funny to me is you can make their ears big. Like, that's fine. Like, that's acceptable. This is a fun song. Yeah, me too. I love the style of Inuyasha and Ranma. Like, Rumiko Takahashi has just such an adorable style. But, like, the whole, like, Bambi principle, I'm just gonna call it the Bambi principle. It's not limited to her, even though it's, like, very apparent in her work. Which I don't even think that is likely not even a conscious decision by any of those people. It's hard to say, you know? But, like, you see it in Sailor Moon and Yu Yu Hakusho as well, so I'm just gonna give her a little... Yeah, that's fine. Just a little smile. Alright, let's, like, draw somebody that's a little more, like, guapo. Maybe I should draw somebody front-facing, too. But I feel like this three-quarter view kind of... It gets us some good... It gets us good perspective. Like, I want to dance with this music. There we go. Guapo man. Bigger cranium. Gotta fit that brain there somewhere. He ain't no dummy. There he is. Pretty man. Do someone facing the front though. I don't know, what other style? We should go for like a really cartoony style. Maybe not for this face. Let's go for like a just a nice female. That's, I mean, this is more male skewing. I don't know, it's kind of generic. We need a front-facing somebody, so... Song sounds like I just called to say I love you, but like only for one little part. Sometimes I like drawing that like triangular faceplate. Helps to fit everything in there. Yeah. I'll give her some lips. There she is. Alright, then let's like get a really cartoony one in. I mean, we could go for like super like one of those like incredibly like incredibly anime. This isn't what I was talking about. I just kind of went off the rails somehow. But, you know, this is the first step. If you like make a face like that. Like that little chicken mouth. Now everyone's smiling, everyone's happy. She's gonna have a tiny mouth, like, eh. These characters crack me up. These kind of anime characters when they're like this. They usually don't have bodies. I'll just give her like a big like bow or something, or what? I don't know. Is it like, it reminds me of like Digi-Carrot or something. It's just like ridiculous eyes. But no, when I was talking about cartoon, I just meant like, I just meant like, something like that. Oh no, they're doing a DreamWorks face. Uh-oh. But yeah, something that's just cartoon. Just straight up. That's all I'm looking for. Oh, that's why it's not working, because there's feathering on it. Alright, so before I go and draw any here, I'm just gonna make sure all of these drawings of these heads, both cartoony and generic, you know, we gotta explore the range. Gotta make sure that, like, they're symmetrical, so we're just gonna move them around. Let's make our spectrum. We have a whole spectrum. We have, like, not we have like not Gravity Falls, not Digicarrot, not Ranma, not there's a lot of like kind of sort of homages, but not quite. All right, this one I'm gonna put him here, or them, they go here. I just didn't really give them any sort of, they're just kind of there for any sort of hairdo in the middle. And these two, we'll give them all space. Okay, we'll probably get rid of our little... Yeah, there we go. They're just gonna get in the way. She reminds me of like Shampoo from Ranma. This random character I drew. Okay, so now we're gonna explore hair on all of these wonderful peoples. Honestly, we'll probably need to like... Here, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna put them all on separate layers and set up my document. Probably just have like a little thing for each. We'll move these three over here. And then he goes over here, Mr. Guapo. Maybe I should have done one from another angle. Now that I think of it. Move these up. Let's do one drawing at an angle where we're like looking down at them. Maybe not so pronounced. Maybe like just like some person. I mean, I guess they're all just like some person. Oh, this is like feeling off. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a day of doing these angles. But this will work for today. Okay. Because we just need somebody like at this angle. So that way we can do these hairstyles. So we'll have number 7. Just put them right here in the middle. Alright, now let's just flip them all around, make sure they all look alright. They all look okay. Just adjust some of these Digi Carrot girls, like needing a little adjustment. She's okay. And then this girl, she's needing a little bit.
Viver parece simples, dia para ser feliz. Tirando tempo só pra mão, cansa que perapis. Ouvindo fim preto branco, as nuvens a passar. No seu flutuar.
There we go.
As coisas não vão se encaixar.
Always good to flip your drawings, kids and adults, everybody. It's so hard in like real life when you're drawing IRL on paper. Like you need like a mirror or something to check it. Or like, I mean, there's not much you can do if you do this method that I do, but I draw in ink all the time, and so like I find that I can just look at the bleed on the other side of the paper and see how well I did. But at the same time, like once I like put a whiteout sticky note on top of it, I can't see behind it, so it only works for like a minute. Alright, cool. So we've got... yeah, pretty good, not bad. Not bad symmetry for the morning. So now that we have our heads, like let's put some hair on them. Let's study some hairstyles. Now that we've drawn our bald babies, make them not bald. Okay, I think I want to like start. Wait, no, wrong way. Okay. First, let's just find where some of my photos were of like trendy hairstyles. That's a good hairstyle that she's got. Maybe we'll just grab some of these like references and bring them in. Trendy women's hair. I have a tab of this, but oh, that's a nice hairstyle. That's good. Ooh, like something funky. Oh, that wolf cut though. Ooh, yes. We'll all benefit from wolf cut. Man, I've tried to do bobs like this It's if you can get the right cut, man, oh, it's so good. It is a good thing. Okay. We're just gonna like toss a bunch of these in here. So this is good. I feel like we've got some good start. Oh wow, this is like so anime. The Hime cut. She looks cool. Let's take her hair. She looks cute as well. She also looks cute. Alright. She looks like that guy from Demon Slayer. I think that's what she's going for. I don't know. She looks like Vash the Stampede mixed with that guy from Demon Slayer. With those glasses and that hair. Okay, trendy men's hair. Okay, that's some nice hair. That's pretty good too. It's different. Okay, we wanna see the short hair. Man, I think that's like where I struggle, because it's like when you're drawing like bushes and stuff. See, that's nice and easy or cheesy. And fades. I don't draw fades all that often. That is not his real hair. This guy's wearing a very bad wig. Okay, a Ken wig. That's right. That's funny. See, I like this whole idea because you have just one big shape and then you have some strands. Like that's my kind of hair. All right, is that Billy Idol? Okay. But we shall overcome. We're gonna prevail today. We're gonna discover the logic we've been missing. I know a guy who had hair like this, and then he had to cut it, but it looked good. I mean, it looked good cut too, but yeah. All right. About as long as my hair is. He's got a nice cut. I should look at his cut. Try and give myself an update. All right, Wunderbar. Let's take some of these photos. Actually, let's reorg this just so that way I can see what I'm doing. My camera is like kind of covering some of my tabs. All right, cool. So that's a good hairstyle. I'm just gonna copy that. I don't know. No, I want to... There we go. That looks good. Just gonna get rid of the rest of this. Even though I like her shirt. Okay, we gotta get some like long hair in here too, you know? And then some cool hair, obviously. She looks like she's going to like some rave. Okay. I think we have... Oh, I love this hair. Ugh, man. It's like haircuts like this that could convince me to try and attempt to cut my hair again. Alright, I'm just gonna go with the other one for right now. That's a good wolf cut. AKA mullet. Like, let's not lie to ourselves. It's a mullet. I like that. That's like... Looks like that Scott Pilgrim character, Knives. Who does she look like? This hair reminds me of a character. Okay, and then Hime cut. Bam. She's very cool, but I feel like we've got some stuff. Okay, this is also very cool. Okay, I think that's enough range in our women's cuts. Let's get the mans in here. Okay, we don't need so much of him. I'm gonna pick another song that's a little more... Yeah. Odessa of Zion's hair. Oh, I'm afraid. Oh boy, that's scary. That's scary. That is scary. We're gonna toss it in here. I was avoiding very curly hair for a reason. But you know what? We're gonna stretch those edges today. We're gonna walk on the wild side. Oh my god. Oh my god. The nice thing about like 4C, yeah, 4C hair, 4B, 4C, anything in the very fine, very curly category is nice because like those tend to have like shapes. We're not doing facial hair today. I'm gonna have to do facial hair day though. Maybe we'll do a little bit since this guy's got the facial hair. It's funny, it's the fake beard. He's definitely not wearing this fake beard in this photo. It's so funny. But like what I like about really fine, really curly hair is that it's very shapely, you know, so like, you know, afros, things like that can get like very shape oriented, which is great. Alright, Brad Pitt. Alright, Tyler Durden. Don't think I don't know what era this is. I know what era this is. This is Tyler Durden era. I was listening to somebody's like Fight Club mix that they recently did. Like I haven't heard that album in so long. They did a mix, like a cool like DJ mix with that album. It's so good. So it's still pretty relevant, funny enough. I don't love fades. I'm just gonna I don't love fades. Not my favorite hair. It just like doesn't do it for me. We're not gonna do that today. I just don't care for them that much. It's just like it's cool sometimes, but it's just not my thing. Not my thing, bro. Is this Billy Idol? I don't know. I don't think so. Alright, he's definitely not wearing, this is his real hair. This is not this wig. Oh, this is funny. It's like they just kind of found an image of a kid that has like a similar haircut. And they're like, hey, you can look like this person. So funny. At least it's not like an AI generated face, because I know that happens nowadays. Alright, so I think let's look at the rest of our references. We got Tyler Durden, we have Kurt Cobain. Actually, we don't have Kurt Cobain. Let's take Kurt Cobain. He looks so serious. He's actually good for a poster study. Let's save him for cool poses. We'll just put him in here. I need a better category. Alright, this guy's got... What is he? Is this Chris Hemsworth? Chris Hemsworth. Oh, he's got longer hair now. Oh, look at him. I like him with the longer hair. I think that does it for me. Like, this haircut actually is like... This is good. This is good stuff. There you go. Look at him. Okay. So I'm just gonna look at these photos and we're not really going to... We're gonna just study from real life and not from other artists right now. Let's pick our selects. Okay, so we're gonna maybe put Kurt Cobain down here because I have a lot of long women's hair. We're gonna do this because this looks hard. It's a duplicate. So we're gonna really challenge ourselves today with what I find challenging. So I say we, and it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. We're gonna also do this guy and do his facial hair. Let's trim that. We don't need to see that fake beard. There we go. Okay, this guy. He's kind of similar. We'll just put him... No, we're gonna do Tyler Durden hair, so we're gonna put him in the corner too. Okay, we're gonna do her because this is scary for me. Frightening. We're also gonna do her because she looks dope. We might do her. We might try and combine her with some of the others. Okay, we're gonna just take this one. And then that will just turn off. So that's good. She looks so cute. Okay, we're gonna take the Hime hair. We're gonna combine Hime hair with the curly girly. And then I think those two together. Let's see, Miss Mullet. This guy, I'm not getting enough information, so we're just gonna put him down over here. Tyler Durden. This guy... Nah. Oh, I don't know, maybe. This guy is very... What does he remind me of? I don't know, which do I like more, this or that? This is very similar, but it's almost like... I don't know. It's almost like this guy, actually. Just with a few more strands. We'll put him over here. He's a little similar. This guy or this guy? We'll go for this guy too, because he's got a good shape to his whole hair. We'll put this guy down, because this guy's got facial hair. We'll challenge ourselves a little bit today. Okay. So I love this haircut. We're gonna try her hair. Oh, she's got some nice medium length hair. Alright, I think we don't have anything like this though. So we're gonna go for Miss Mullet and Miss Bob. We're gonna leave her out. And then which ones of these? Her hair has such a great shape to it, but we're gonna maybe go for... I don't know, we'll try and do both of these. I like this because it's just so simple. It's very shapely. And then this is like a nice medium length, so... Just gonna turn all these off. Oh, whoa, no, not that one. Okay. Let's make them all similar to the size of our references. Or our heads, rather. Look at them. Just match them up or something. We'll see how many of these we draw, but I'll try to do the more challenging. I'll do an easy one, then a challenging one, then an easy one, then a challenging one. I think that's how we're gonna do. Because once we can figure out like the logic, then I think we'll have a decent time. What if I gave her his hair? That's kind of funny. Maybe I will. She just gets to have hair like this guy. And a beard. Let's give her a beard. Miss Hime hair over here. I think I have more women's styles than men's styles, but like, who cares? There we go. Look at that. We've got our photos ready to go. G2G. Alright, so now let me just rearrange our faces a little bit so they have more room. Everyone's got room. Okay. This guy's gonna be like, it's gonna be an exercise in simplification. Okay, so now we've got our references and all that. We're going to we're gonna go for it. She is terrifying to me. Let's just put these all in a thingy. Alright, so I want to start with, let's see, who are we going to start with? I'm going to start with this girl. We're going to start with her. We're going to start with her on... I'm going to start with her on this, like, Ranma character, so we're just going to go for that. I don't draw curls enough to find them fun. I like them. I love when I see curls drawn in a pleasing way. I really think that it looks so cool. But I haven't drawn them enough to like feel comfortable, so if you have any like methods, I mean, other than like, see, the ribbon curls are like, that's, I feel like that's like cheating. Ribbon curls are like not, it's like, yes, all the curls are doing this, but like also they're kind of like doing this, you know, they're doing all sorts of like fun things, like you're doing all that. Stretch the ribbon down. Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on like the kind of curls, because like like, you know, we can kind of get this sort of deal going. Like, just, I guess, what kind of curls? I'm not really designing anything in particular. I'm just making these marks here so that way when I select things, I can get my way back to our document easy. Okay. So this, let's put this up top. Oh. So this hair, it starts kind of from here, I'm noticing. And it's like kind of coming out from there. So we have this kind of, this sort of thing, this sort of thing. It's all very much in this direction, and then we get some bits flicking up. So we really get this kind of like covering the dome of the head, especially here. I get it going like this. But we do get a little bit of like this shape happening, and then a little bit of that shape. So then we're getting it curling in, and then curving around the face. So that's kind of what we're gonna go for in our study. We're gonna kind of think about it like that. So I want to think about it starting from here. Think about that shape. So with her direction that she's looking, we're gonna kind of see a little bit more of a... And then this here... Kind of getting some weird choppiness. So I'm gonna kind of think about it like that. I want to make sure we're tracking everything from here, everything from there. I mean, every hairstyle is gonna kind of... It's always gonna be attached to the head, so even if there's differences, there's gonna be similarities. So for this, I think as long as we're just always bringing it out from here, maybe keeping these lines lighter. Here, and then this a little heavier there. Maybe if we like kind of chop that a little bit. That's not bad. But we're kind of losing some of this nice bit from her. There we go. That's nice. So we're not like really getting as much of that curve, that swoopy curve. So I'm gonna actually kind of bring out a little bit of the hair. Okay, not bad. I want this to kind of fit her cheek even more. So we might have to just keep this bit shorter because this goes down to her cheek, so we don't want to... Yeah, that's cute. And this other side kind of swoops down. You want to remember, and it's like me talking to myself, that like I want to think about where stuff would like be landing on the other side of the face for it to like peek out, because it's really easy to get asymmetrical when you're mirroring hair. Although I think with this we can take like a tiny bit of license for asymmetricality. Alright, I like that. I like that. That was an easy start. I feel like that was like a nice kind of way to start. I also like feel like she needs these glasses. It's like not right if she doesn't have the glasses. Here we go. Now she's got the glasses. She's ready. She looks like she's gonna like go like hack into the Matrix or something. Like she's like a little programmer. She's gonna go like, I don't know. Yeah, hack into the Matrix. Alright, cool. So I feel good about that. I feel like we've gotten off to a good start. Now let's do something a little bit harder. Let's do it on another head. What are we gonna do? Let's go for Tyler Durden. Let's go for Tyler Durden before we go for anybody else that's more difficult. So what's happening here? I'm just calling him Tyler Durden too. So I am not really gonna take care of or do anything with the beard hair, though I can't help myself but be drawn to like be looking at the shape of it, you know, coming out here this way, and it's kind of making this shape. So we'll see what we do. It's curving more around here. It's not very long though. The thing with like short hairs and indicating short hairs, it's like a little, I don't know, it's like, you know, eyebrow-esque. I mean, we can give him the same eyebrows. He's got different brows than the guy I drew. Deliver me from Swedish furniture. I love that line. Alright, so we have to really look at like his hairline with this. That's where it really gets spicy. Then we have his ear, great. Then we have his sideburn. Okay. If I just look at this, just, yeah, you can kind of imagine we got a little bit of like a Loomis line over here, as I call it. You know, when we get those like Loomis heads, although Loomis heads actually are kind of more like that, although. So we want to think about, when we see the hairline, I suppose we want to think about it as like, you know, connecting gesturally to the plane change of the face and the side of the eye socket. So that's something to note. And one important little side note, the plane change of the face is here. It always happens where those eyebrows are, because the eye socket is like that. So it's like, it's always gonna be like at that kind of bend in the eyebrow, like here. You can see on the side profile, it really reveals like exactly what I'm talking about. So this is like usually where those Loomis lines go to, like the side of the eyes. That's why I don't love the Loomis structure all the time, because you can easily get confused and lose dimensionality because the plane change happens here. It does not happen here. It does not happen there. And that's where the Loomis lines kind of often go to. So that's some side note that I wanted to just get out of my system. Alright, so now that I said that, we're gonna press on. I'm just stalling. I'm just stalling. I'm sorry, Tyler, dude. Alright, so let's see. Let's just go for it. Let's go for it. Alright, so if I look at this, just the direction of it, we've got some strands here. We've got some tufts here. We've got some shape here. So we've got some lifting here. So we've got a definite thing here. So I'm just kind of drawing on it to like get a sense of the kind of flow of it. So I am getting an idea of flow. Man, if I was animating this, I would so not animate this like this. But if I'm illustrating it, that's what's nice about an illustration. You can really kind of go for just an insane amount of detail. Okay, so I'm gonna just say it's... Oh man, alright. So there's like so much happening in this hair. So we have like a kind of like main idea of like, we see kind of the hair parting a little bit more here. And then we've got this like small wave and big wave and small wave and small wave. So like chunks of small waves and then it kind of coming down. This kind of flow happening here. Alright, and then down here and out, over and over. So this is like water. So we have to draw some like water on it. Oh my god. Lord, help me. Alright. See, it's like, man, this kind of hair, it's just one big shape. It's just one big shape, maybe a couple sub-shapes. It's just one big shape. We love one big shape. One big shape. Him. Chaos. He's got a great nose though. I gotta do a study of his nose. That is like one great nose. I would say like I had a crush on Brad Pitt in Fight Club, but I had a crush on Edward Norton. Like, I don't know. Maybe I had a crush on Edward Norton because he was like Brad Pitt in the movie. They were like the same, so it like I don't know. I always like Brad Pitt. I don't know what he does now. I don't follow actors anymore. I only watch movies if it looks like a fun movie. All right, so we're gonna go for it. We're gonna. This was considerably easier to start with. Oh my god. But that's why we started with the easy one. We started with the easy one so we could have pain later on. Pain. Alright. I feel like his head shape's not quite right. Oh, hey, Arton. I agree. Fight Club Brad Pitt was definitely different. I don't think Brad Pitt, like... I don't want to say he, like, peaked during that, but, like, he just never reached that level of Brad Pitt for me after that. And I think part of it was, like, the character himself, like, that he was playing. I mean, like, Tyler Durden is, like, the ultimate fuckboy. I mean, like, come on. Like, I'm not super into shaved heads, but, like, that outfit with that pink fluffy coat where he has a shaved head and those orange sunglasses, it's like, oh my god. Outfit. Oh, wait, where is it? I have to find that. Okay, well, there's that too. God, I love Brad Pitt in that movie. What is it? Jacket? No. Shaved head. Yes. Maybe it wasn't pink. I don't know why I thought this was a pink outfit. But like, yeah. There we go. There he is. There he is. Oh my god. I think about that movie. I think about Brad Pitt in that movie. There's other images from that movie of Brad Pitt that I think about. Oh, I know. He could. Young twunk Brad Pitt. That's funny. Oh my god. Yes, sir. And it's like, also, it's like those... just that chiseled jaw, but then also those little puppy eyes. Ugh. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop and draw the hair. I'm just stalling. I'm just stalling because this hairstyle is like unforgiving and relentless. But we must do what we must do. A baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do. I say that way too much nowadays. I feel like I've said that more in the past month than I've said that like my whole life. I've never quoted Rugrats. Here we are. Okay. Alright, gotta draw that hairline. Being a little bit kinder on myself with this particular head being just a little bit more, you know, upturned. So that way we're not getting quite the amount of, like, just top of head action. Alright, let's do it. Let's draw that crazy hairdo. Yeah. I'm gonna really try and just like break this down into big shapes first. This is like, oh my gosh. This is close to like the other bane of my existence, drawing like bushes and leaves. Oh my god, one day I will need to have like a drawing bushes and leaves day. I don't know if anyone else... You know, some people don't struggle with that. Some people are like, I love drawing bushes and leaves. And I'm like, I applaud you. chika, baba chika chika chika. Music sounds like Doug. I am gonna put his sideburns on too, but we're just gonna... We're gonna kind of maybe indicate... If I go putting facial hair on him, I'm just gonna be fighting a losing battle. If I put facial hair on him, I'm just stalling from putting the rest of the hair on him. It reminds me of when I was doing like a tutorial for drawing fire in a room when you have lots of different bits of fire. So I'm just gonna remember that lecture. So it's not so dissimilar, actually. Like levels of it. Oh my god, this music is like so like Lion King. It's like Lion King beatboxing. This is like just what Rafiki and his buddies do when he's bored. That's a lie. Rafiki does not have friends. Rafiki's friends are the lions and the leaves. He doesn't have any like social life other than just sitting in his tree. Okay. That's sad. Get Rafiki some friends. Just talks to himself all day. Okay, this wasn't like the worst job I've done, but boy, I do feel like there's... It's not so bad. When you look at it off of the mannequin, it's not so terrible. But let me see if I can like simplify this even more, because it's ridiculous. It's like stupid. It's like I would never animate this. I would never do that. Music makes me think of Kingdom Hearts for some reason, I don't know why. Okay, before I do that crazy curly hair, I'm totally gonna do an easy one just so that way I can like regroup. I can regroup myself after what we've done. Alright, I feel like I really want to look up like how people stylize doing sideburns because like I feel like there's better ways to do it than how my brain wants to. It's again one of those things that's like drawing bushes and trees and stuff. Like there's finesse that happens once you do it a lot. So I think that's what I need to do, just more. Same thing with beards and goatees. Like, how would I stylize this for animation, you know? That's like the question. I'd need to do something to stylize it for animation. I couldn't just do it like an illustration. That's thankless. He needs some puka shells. I think that's like, actually, that's what he's missing. Let's give him some puka shells. That's like how they look, right? It's been a minute since I've been in the 90s. He looks like he's like maybe gonna go surfing or something. Like, oh, give him an earring. He needs an earring too. There we go. Yeah, the ice cream swoop. I feel a little bit better about this iteration. Maybe I'll have like this swoop a little bit more pronounced so that way. Yeah, there we go. So this second pass I feel like just had a little bit more direction in terms of how I swooped him. Maybe I want these to kind of do that. All right, so I feel like we got it. I feel like we got something. We got something accomplished here. What we got accomplished with some learning. We got some learning accomplished. But if I was stylizing this for animation, I would 1,000,000,000% figure out a way to make this animatable. Excuse me. Excuse me, Photoshop. Excuse me, Photoshop. Excuse me, sir. Did my Photoshop just like... Oh, my Photoshop just... I'm just gonna screenshot this in case my Photoshop like just quit. Just froze. It froze! It couldn't handle Tyler Durden's hair. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, I would definitely do an ice cream swoop for a simplified version. I still haven't hit it here, honestly. Alright, I'm just gonna be right back while I restart Photoshop. Jeez Louise. It did not save. It did not save my version with the puka shells, but that's why I screenshotted it. I had a feeling it wouldn't save. Alright, so I feel like there were some successes that that version had that this one doesn't. But you know, that's part of the game. Alright, so we're gonna just keep going with another hairstyle. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna come back later. Just gonna figure this ish out. Cause yeah, we didn't quite hit it. We didn't quite get there. It's just like there's too much mess. I think also let's trying to squint and look at the overall shapes. Alright, I'm gonna stop fussing. So I think that does look a slight bit better. Alright, now we're gonna do something like easy. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna do, I don't know, should we do this kid? Or should we do like one of these hairstyles? Or maybe her? That looks fun. That looks like nice and swoopy. This is gonna be really like cake. Let's see. What do I feel like? Let's take her. Let's just do the easiest one out of all the hairstyles. And then we will do the curly girl. Oh my god. We will regret our decisions. I'm just gonna flip this photo so it's... I don't know, this feels very close to the last one. Maybe I'll do this butterfly haircut girl. Maybe make it like slightly more challenging. She's got great shapes to her hair. Man, I want this cool like pigtail hair. That's like too dope. Okay, so we're just gonna do like some nice cartoon hair. Okay, so first off, she's just got like a nice middle part. She's got her hair kind of like coming out of here, so we know her hair part's like right about here on top of her head. Just about. Maybe a little more in the middle, but just like right in the top of the noggin. If we saw her up top, it'd be like right here. And we just have these like nice big swoopy doopies, just big old ribbons. Just the back of it, just like that, and then the front of it. That's nice. That's nice. We can have just these big pieces. And then the sub shapes. We're getting this nice like bloop, bloop, bloop. So just running water. So these kind of 4 blue lines is kind of what I'm going to be paying attention to. But yeah, that's why I like animating though, because like, you know, we really just have all stylized stuff. Okay, this hits underneath her nose too. I'm gonna want to keep that. Everything's just like big shapes with animation, so it's like you're working more with shape language and forms rather than detail. I mean, both is good. Let's not you know, pick sides over here. But okay, so we're gonna have that back of the hair. And we're gonna make this. There we go. Maybe we're gonna maybe give it one swoop, then we're gonna stylize it like that. Now it kind of go like this. So this would be one that I like kind of designed for animation. So I'm like kind of going to be thinking about bigger through lines and how things are kind of branching off other bits. Oh my god, this music's a lot. They're having a party over there. That's what I'm guessing. Over there in Brazil. Okay, so I think that's what I'd do here. If I was gonna animate this hair, I think that's kind of what I would think about doing. Maybe I'd have it a little asymmetrical. Be doing a little bit over here. There we go. For a little bit of that action. So yeah, something like this would be nice for animation. If I was to like make it a little bit more just like animatable, I would go like This again. Have that be like a through line. Maybe do this instead. May go for something like that. We're getting a little asymmetrical with the hair. And I don't want it to be too asymmetrical. There we go. That's how I would maybe simplify this hair for the animation. Yeah. Because then you got like pieces. You've got through lines going. Like everything kind of can track back to this point. Because that's kind of what I'm thinking when I'm like animating. I'm thinking like how many through lines can we like kind of continue in this design? It's like, you know, we got this and that and this and that and this and that and this and this and that and this and that and this and that and then so yeah, that's what makes this successful, like kind of design for animation. It's like just how is it like built in terms of the rhythms and the geometry in that way. So oh hey John Gone. It is going good. We are doing all sorts of cute hairstyles. We are studying hair today. Getting hairy with it. We're eventually going to go for, I don't know, I might just go for her now. I'm afraid of her. I'm gonna do her on like the crazy chibi anime girl. That's what she's gonna have. She's gonna have crazy chibi anime hair. Or anime eyes. I'm sure that's all this girl ever wanted to be. Yeah, I like the butterfly cut. That one was a nice one. That was easy. I liked this one. I did not like this Tyler Durden hair. Oh my god. I'm not a fan. We have to come back to that. We gotta lift some more weights. Although I don't know. Do I want to do another male hairstyle before? No, let's just go for the pain. Let's do it. Let's get swifty. I'm here for the pain. All right, so on her hair, we've got. So what I do like about curly hair is like it really is like just one big shape. You know, we can kind of really treat it as if it's just like one big old shape. You know, maybe we can come in here and we can say, you know, there's sub shapes. I'm gonna track all of this back. Gonna probably do a lot of trapezoid kind of square shapes. Hello, Lickiasi. Wait, did I call you John Gon? I'm sorry, just John. If you're not John Gon, then my bad. Also, hello, just John. Sorry, there's another John Gon. I got distracted. I'm like in hairland. I'm so distracted. Animation's amazing, and I absolutely think you should get into it in the future because I think animation's like the best form of art that there is. I can't even describe how much I love it. It's like I've done other kinds of art, and out of everything I've done, it's my favorite thing that I've ever done. I can't begin to give a more glowing review of animation. But that's the thing about animation too. It's like you might hate it. Oh, oh no, your stream didn't refresh. No, I've been here. We did our butterfly cut. I feel good about the butterfly cut. Like that was pretty standard for animation. Pretty straightforward, big shapes. I just simplified it so we have like, you know, a bunch of through lines, bunch of shapes. You know, we can easily animate that. Easily block that in. Now we're going for the gold over here. So I just gonna look at this. So we have this shape. So we have her head being framed by this hair. I have a feeling this is not going to be as difficult as maybe doing the Brad Pitt hair. I think that that's like kind of the pinnacle when they're all just short. I think the thing is with like bushes and things like that and curly hair, it's kind of about like figuring out the way to stylize it to give the impression of, but not to draw every little detail. Because that's what I love about the butterfly cut. Just a big blocky thing. We can add like some more lines to it if we want to like give the impression of like, you know, just strands of hair in this big shape, like some sub shapes and all that. But like, we don't have to. It's very ribbony. This one. No, that's... Oh, okay. Oh, the extension of my will. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I recommend animating. Just because first off, you'll see if you don't like it. Because not everyone likes it. I'm a very big proponent of animating. And I love it, but not everyone does. Where are they? Oh. It's like funny. It's like I have students in my class and it's like I get students every year. It's so baffling to me. Like they come into my class and they're like they're amazing. Or like they just do a fantastic job. I mean, I guess that's the same thing as amazing. So they're amazing. They come into my class, they're amazing. And then at the end of the year, I'm like talking to them about what their future goals are. And they're like, well, I never animated before getting into your class, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do animation-wise. Like, What do you mean you never animated coming into my class? I don't understand. Like, no, I never animated before coming into your class. And I'm like, I don't understand. And they're like, yeah, it was really fun. And I'm like, I don't understand. Like, it's happened so many times now. It's like they just don't animate before coming into my class, and then they come into my class and they're amazing. You know, I think it's just like, with animation, you need somebody that's really enthusiastic about it, which I am, and that wants to explain all of the minutia of the process, because there's a lot of minutia. And if you're cool with like minutia, like that's great, because it's just like a very intricate art that has so much like in it. There's a lot going on in animation. So like if someone comes in and can explain both like timing charts and like why things move the way that they move, like it can make life a lot easier for you. Because that's a big part of it too. It's like, why do things move the way that they do? That's always like the question. It's the first question, honestly. So we do have some like gestural lines and shapes we can glean from this. It's not just chaos, even though there's a lot of chaos in this hairstyle, man. But we're blocking it out first. But yeah, I have a lot of students that come into my class and they're like, I never animated and now I love it. Then I also have a lot of students that come into my class and they're like, I hate animation, I never want to do it again. And I'm like, well, you did a great job on your project, so I'm glad that you made the best of it while you were here. It's good that you know what you don't like. That's always it. That's what I say to them. Because it's true. It's good to know what you don't like, so that way you know not to do it. Yeah, that's the thing that I love about like manga, is just how incredibly detailed it is. Like sometimes when I do studies of manga, I'm just like blown away by like just all the details, like with the, you know, the shoujo eyes, like they just draw it. Oh my gosh, like with some of them too, like some of the shoujo styles, but then like you look at like Berserk, which is like a whole nother level of frickin' detail. That's just a whole nother level of insanity. But then like you look at something like Witch Hat Atelier, and like that art is gorgeous. She's just a master at cross-hatching. I just need to like pause and like Witch Hat Atelier manga, because there's gonna be an anime soon. Yay! Like her illustrations are just, oh, look at, I'll just pick this. Look, this is incredible. Oh my god. Oh, it's Tyler Durden. That's not. Where is she? Oh, there it is. Look at that. Look at that. That's just like, that's just a normal page. This is just a normal chapter page. Like, ugh, incredible. Like, where is that other one? Oh, that's a normal like chapter page. This is a normal like page. Like, oh my god. Just gorgeous. Just, she's the master. I love her. I love her drawings. They give me life. So I should be able to figure this out. She's given me strength. Okay. That said, now that I've broken this up into shapes, I'm like, oh no, what do I do? What do I do? Alright. Let's put the music on again. That's the first thing I'll do. Yeah, right? I know. Shirahama is like, oh, such a master. I swear, like I had a huge witch hat obsession a couple years ago, and I was just doing studies of her stuff, and I'll have to go back now. My skill has improved since, so I think I'd get more out of her studies. But like, oh my god, just incredible stuff. Can't wait for the anime too. It's just, not only is the artwork incredible, but like her storytelling is also masterful. I can't begin to gush enough. Alright, so I am actually gonna take this off, and we're gonna just do our best to like so I guess what I'll try and do first is like I'll kind of try and like put some sub shapes in here. Just try and kind of cascade and pull it out. I think that I didn't quite start the thing. Oh my gosh. Oh, mossy green. I'm sweating. You made me sweat with this one. Alright, let's go back to the top of the playlist. I'm not just sweating because it's the summertime. It's because whenever my brain works, like, oh, this always happens to me, like in class, whenever like I'm doing something that requires a lot of like just mental kind of energy and skill, and like my brain is working extra hard to like catch up, like I get overheated. Okay, I have to take a shower. There's like not enough cooling in the world to help me out. It's like a computer. It's like the fan goes on like extra hard, but I don't have one of those, so I just have to like make a do with being a little stinky. TMI, sorry. It's just like my brain requires all of my inner resources. Oh man, we lost a little bit over here. Yeah, it's moments like this where I'm reminded that I have a comfort zone. Where is this? I see, I meant to do this on another layer, but... Can't tell if this is like better or worse than the Brad Pitt here in terms of like figuring it out. Oh my god. I'm looking at it too close up. We'll see if we can like... Alright, it's not the worst first attempt. But... I think it's like partially like the way that you stylize it, you know? It's partially the way you draw the lines to kind of give that impression of curls. Yeah, that thing that I'm not quite doing. This music feels really like apt though. Just gonna like put like a, I don't know, some shirt on her or something. So we have some like negative space. some place for the eye to rest. Yeah, I think drawing it's on a smaller canvas. It's just a little bit better. Kind of keep control. I think I got too close up. That always happens. Alright, that's not too bad. If we like kind of come in here and make some of these lines darker to like disseminate, kind of break stuff up, we can kind of make this work. Yeah, this I like how this turned out more than the Brad Pitt here. That's where I'm landing on this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep saying yeah. There we go. You want to just like maybe guide the eye. Okay, I feel alright about this. I feel like we can move on to another hairstyle from here. But I do feel like this was like actually a little bit more successful than I expected it to. I mean, I didn't know what to expect, so I feel good about what we did here today. Yay! She's like, thanks Lexi for trying. Like, I feel so pretty. Or something. I feel so, okay. I feel so okay right now. That's what she's saying to me. I'm glad. I'm glad you like it. This was a great suggestion. This was so wildly out of my comfort zone. If I just drag this off of here, let's see what it looks like on its own, the hair itself. That's not too terrible. We have some sort of semblance of reason, logic. Just gotta make sure that the parts that aren't hair are very clear. I think that's like the key. Okay. Yeah. Alright, awesome. Yay! We did that one. Now I'm just gonna go for something easy. Like a nice hime cut. So I just chop some of that. Okay. All right, so like this is easy. I'm gonna go for her hair here, but then her bangs here. So we just kind of have a nice like thing. So bangs usually kind of are like just a piece like this. For her, it's like kind of gonna wrap around. I don't like this song. All right. And then the rest of these pieces are gonna kind of just come down here. Just nice. Nice and easy breezy. Then we're gonna have her hair here. So we're gonna have a little bit of a light curl because I'm not traumatized enough yet. We're gonna have this hair do a few different things. So with these bangs, I want to kind of just break this up into different shapes. What's my time looking like? Oh, okay. That's what my time's looking like. So, coming up this way, coming through this way. You can see there's actually like a rhythm to it. You know, it's not just arbitrary when it comes to like hair like this. Same with the butterfly cut, you know? Like it comes in here, comes out there, comes in here, comes out there. All kind of symmetrical. I don't want to look at him again. I'm so done with him. He wronged me. Alright, and then we can also kind of imagine some of these other bits coming down here. So with these like waves, it's like less curls and more waves. We can kind of like strategically plan how these waves are gonna happen. So I'm gonna like maybe we're gonna just move her up a little bit so we have a little more room. I kind of want to draw more curly hair now. I think I'm a glutton for punishment now. I've been changed. I'm a changed woman. There we go. I'm a changed anime girl. Okay. There we go. So now let's just go for it. So we're gonna have this happen here. Gonna maybe just indicate some of this stuff because like gonna have that. We're running out of room a little bit. I guess let's just move the canvas over. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I want to make sure like we have like just a little bit of a bend here where the hair kind of curls into the eyes, so we're gonna kind of maybe draw like up from there. So we can get that curve feeling good. There we go. Maybe you want a little more visual interest, so I'll break it up more on one side than the other. And that's alright. Now let's kind of... these hime bangs. That's what they call them, like the princess bangs. I like this. This is just like pieces of bangs. It's just pretty straightforward. They just kind of cascade off of one another. I'll give a little more angularity here because I think that'll just look better. If I was to like cut hair, I would think about that. The whole science to like layering hair. Crisscross applesauce going here. I want to kind of get it. Some sort of logic. Big shapes. I'm gonna do a siesta. I'm gonna have a siesta here with this music. Alright, I feel pretty good about this. You know, we have like some nice big shapes and through lines. We really simplified it, so we only have like a few main chunks. We kind of combined two hairstyles together. I think it feels a little, it clashes a little because like you wouldn't want like all of this with all of this. Like they kind of look better with their respective cuts, but we did both. I also don't think it looks good for this face that I drew. I think actually she'd want to have like a less strong chin. Like a more kind of more thin neck and like weaker chin. Maybe more round eyes. I feel like this haircut like would look great on somebody maybe more like this. Just like with smaller features. There's so much framing going on. That's like somebody with a strong jaw like I drew, like maybe like that's just too strong a jaw. Maybe I'd wanna also... There we go. Just Just bring it out so it's not quite so tall. Yeah, that feels better. Anyway. Alright, one more. One more boyo style. Let's do this one. Let's do this guy. And we're gonna call it for today. We've done a lot of things. I feel great about what we've done. I learned something here today. Alright. Yeah, those like big bows and the big flared skirts, those shoujo girls. Yeah. I totally know the type. Oh my god, that like marmalade girl type shoujo girl. That's awesome that your favorite music artist followed you. Yeah, I'd be sweating too. I'd be sweating if like somebody I was a huge fan of just followed me for their enjoyment. That's happened a few times, like where I find out somebody's followed me just because like it's like there couldn't be any other reason they'd follow my stuff if they just didn't enjoy it for entertainment purposes, and like that's just like the biggest freaking compliment I could ever have. Oh, I love that. So I relate. It's like, oh my god, senpai noticed me. It's always how I feel. A Bride's Story, Kaoru Mori. Oh, okay, I'm gonna look that up. Let's see. Oh my god. No, go back, go back, go back. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to read this. This is beautiful. Oh my god, that's incredibly ornate. That's not animatable. Like, you would have to do some stuff to, like... Come on, give me more of the pics. That's incredible. Oh, that's beautiful. See, that's the thing. That's the trick. It's like having the simple face and then the incredibly ornate detail. Like, that's how the drawing like remains like cohesive. It's like that's it's so smart. Yeah, I'm gonna read that later. So I think this hairstyle is gonna get us pretty similar to that butterfly cut, just with like kind of maybe less pieces. Okay, so there's a lot of flaring up. We have kind of some ribbon action happening here. Like, part of it is the waves, part of it is the cut and the styling. Got some kind of crisscross curl action happening. Okay, but that's doable. Some pleasing strands just out. Some good stuff. This is a nice one to end on. So his hairline's kind of going from his eye, so we're gonna kind of mimic that. Okay. Also that hairline. The hairline's pretty prominent in this one. Okay, it's gonna push out here and it's gonna push out here. So we're gonna get this kind of pushing out. I think I made his cranium a little too, there we go, that's a little more correct with what a cranium would do. We might take some liberties with this one. Not too many, but... We're drawing him from a slightly different perspective, so we're gonna have to take some liberties. I don't know, I want to bring this down a little bit more. Group that. It's just so chill and peaceful. I'm just like vibing out now. Okay, so I think we're not going to see too much of the other side of his hair. So I might make this a little more pronounced. It's all kind of going out like this. Yeah, you know what? I think this is kind of it. He feels a little like Miyazaki-esque almost. How would I make him more like super Miyazaki? Let me see. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, okay. So I'd go like... in the eyes. Wait, how big is it? I see. You wouldn't see the other eye. He'd have his other eye covered. Cool, so I feel good about what we did here today. I feel like there's a lot of good studying that happened. I appreciate getting to study with all of y'all. It's a good day, full of lots of good studies. Except for this one, we're gonna just try and forget that he ever happened. Honestly, here, I'm just like determined to make this not... I think there's something about the head that's like maybe not working for me, so let's just kind of... Let's use our handy dandy liquefy tool. Oh, that already feels better. Okay, great. You know, sometimes it's just a liquefy tool that needs to happen. Alright, great. So, I feel really good about what we did here today. We did a lot of different studies. We didn't do the top-down one, but we ran out of time. That's okay. We did some male hair studies, some difficult male hair studies and female hair studies where we had real complex stuff. Then we had some that were like relatively more simple and stylized. So we kind of ran the gamut. I'm really stoked with what we did here today, you guys. This was super duper fun. So we're gonna do this again Friday, and I don't know what we're gonna tackle Friday, but it's gonna be fun. Whatever we tackle, we're gonna tackle some goodness. We might tackle hands soon, honestly, at some point, because hands, I love drawing hands, so I would just love to feel like even more confident with my hand drawings, because like I know the gesture, but you know, there's so much personality and life in hands. So we may tackle that. We may tackle feet. I do need a feet day. We might have a hands and feet day all in one, but we'll see. We might do more clothing. We'll find out on Friday. But anyway, this is super duper fun, you guys. I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself. I see in the chat. Awesome. All right, y'all. You take good care. You have a great rest of your day. I will see you Friday. You have a great Thursday, and yeah, until next time. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you